beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time here and you don't already know me, my name is Caitlin O'Neill, and today I have a really special video for you. And it's kind of just talking about the reason why you are at the place you're at is because God put you there for a reason. And I wanted to kind of share some backstory. So recently I found out that I was going to have to be quarantined for at least the third time. It might be more than that. And I was so upset about it. I was very, it just gave me anxiety, the thought of it, because of school and all the workload that I have and just figuring out the logistics and not being able to see my friends and not being able to be around people. And I was just really stressed. I did not want to be quarantined. I just felt like it was so unfair, and I've already done all of this. And why do I have to do it again? I hated it. I was so upset about it. And within that moment, I realized I can't stay like this. I can't stay upset about this. I can't let this steal my joy and rob me. Because for this short time that I'm going to have to be quarantined, I'm being quarantined for a reason. The Lord let this happen. And instead of looking at the bad of I wish I wasn't at home, I wish I could be with everyone, instead of looking at it like that, I chose to look at it like God clearly put me here for a reason. He allowed this to happen. So I need to be looking at it how He wants me to look at it. I need to be able to not let my emotions get in the way of all He wants to show me. And through me going through this, I really felt pressed by the Lord to make a video about how the season that you're in, the season you might have just gotten out of, or the season you're about to enter into, God put you there for a reason. He guided you here. And if it's bad, good, horrible, whatever the season is and whatever the reason is, God has a bigger plan. And it's really hard whenever you're going through those hard times to be able to see beyond it, be able to see the purpose behind it, and be able to find joy in the midst of it. But God wants to show us something through everything, good and bad. And this has really been teaching me that God doesn't want to just put you somewhere and you live it out, you live life and you go through it and you move on. In every step we take, God wants to show us something new. He wants to reveal something to us. He wants to use these things, but so often we let our emotions get in the way of all He wants to show us. And as I was really thinking through, I don't want to let my emotions take control of my thinking. I don't want to spend these next 2 weeks being miserable. And I don't want to spend these 2 weeks longing to be somewhere else and hating the season that I'm at right now. God wants you to, good and bad, be able to see Him in the midst of it. And God didn't just drop you here. God put you there for a reason. And not only did He put you there for a reason, but He's going to see you through it. Because whatever you're going through, God is in that with you. He didn't just drop you in the season you're at and say, well, here you are. You have to do it all by yourself. God gives you the grace and the strength for everything you need during that season. And that's something that I'm learning is God never puts you somewhere that it's too big for you to handle. He gives you everything you need, and He is a resource in that. How often do we go through these hard trials of life and we let those trials define us? We let those trials beat us down when really we should be looking and becoming stronger through these trials that we are in the midst of. And while I was seeing this through the lens of God, because I knew I shouldn't stay in this mindset, I was asking God, please give me peace during this. Please show me your will, your plan, what you want me to gain out of this, because I want to gain what you want me to see out of it and not what my own lens of the circumstance is. And it took a little bit to fully be able to see what the Lord has and be thankful for each day. And I'm not sitting here saying that it was easy, oh yeah, the Lord helped me and I'm all fine and dandy. It is a struggle sometimes. It's hard not being able to be around community. It's hard to be home and online learning and all of those things. But something that God told me while He was preparing me and kind of saying that you're going to look back on this and you're going to thank me. And that is something that I can hold on to even now, is I might not see the plan that God has at this moment, but He does have a plan. And even when we are wondering, why is this happening? Why did God allow this to happen to me? God has a plan and he has a purpose and he wants to use that in your life, but it's up to you to let him. He could use all of these awful things that happen, big and small, medium. He wants to use all of it to teach you something. He wants to use all of it to make you a better person. But it's our choice if we allow him to use that to the fullest, because it really is our choice what we gain out of the trials we go through. And being quarantined is not the most life-shattering, earth-shaking thing to ever happen, and is not the biggest trial I'll ever go through or anyone else to go through. Each person has their own trials. Each person has something that's a really big trial for them that might not be a big trial for someone else. And through those moments, we need to look to God instead of looking into all of the despair of it all, because Satan wants me to wallow. Satan wants me to just let all of the problems and all the possibilities of it going wrong to manifest in my head and to be my reality, when really God wants to give a lens of spiritual growth through all of the hard times we go through. And I want to leave you with a verse that you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. You are not alone. God does not just place you where you're at. He goes and guides with you. He walks through everything you walk through. He sees every tear you cry, and he died for that on the cross. He died so that you can have the freedom and have the option to be able to walk through this life with him. And you're not alone. You are not alone whatsoever. Even if you might feel alone, you're not. God is with you and he wants to walk through this with you. All you have to do is let him, because God is our peace. He is our joy. He is our love, and he is our source of happiness and kindness. He is our source of all the good things in the world, and all the good things that we are is through him. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video brought you some encouragement. And if you want to see anything specifically spiritual based or anything, comment that down below. I would love to see your suggestions, and follow me down on my social medias. I will have all of that below as well. And I hope you have a blessed week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.